Zdravím a vítejte u další epizody, co se může Karlovi posrat. Minule jsme mohli vidět, jak jeho celá rodina úplně vymřela, Koho se vyhnal z baráku a ještě byl zastřelený Jonášem. Čili co se teďkom dosere, vůbec nevím a teoreticky můžu vyhodit Loiska, protože nevím. Podle mě s ním se nedá pobavit už, ale počkám, až přijde Nathan, možná bude mít prášky na spaní, které koupím pro, jak ona se ta borka jmenuje, Dora, pro Dorku. A uvidí se, že si musí dávat bacha, náhodou její manžel nepřijde. A teď vše. Knihovnice. We met about 10 years ago. I work at the library of the block. You probably don't remember me, and I have good memories for faces. Nice to meet you. I hope you like living in our building. Jako já děti už bohužel nemám, takže můžeš být v klidu. Ještě něco, discuss the weather. This is the warmest autumn in a while. Jseš mladý, Karle. For warm even in the Arctic. At my age it's always freezing. Juvenile romanticism is inevitable replaced. Ještě něco, discuss war. Do you keep track of news of the front line? No, I'm saving my nerves. These fools can fight properly. If I were in charge, I would have exterminated all of our enemies long ago. Nonsense, Karlstein. The history of mankind is about the bloodshed. Have you been ditching school? Takže pokud ty něco porušíš, tak možná tě vykopnu. Zkrátka, pokud by ona byla ne že vládla, ale byla jakoby v čele toho, tak by zabila každého nepřátele, prostě pozabíjela by. Come to my library, I'll give you some textbooks of the history of war. Jaké si s ní teď kecám já? Do you like your job? Absolutely. What could be better than guarding books from people? I wouldn't last a day in a children's library. Unfortunately, society has once again forgotten that spanking is the best way to deal with misfit who ruins books. You have stern view on breaking up children. Do you have kids? No, Carl, I don't have children. They're the antithesis of everything I love, order and quiet. Tell her you ruined books. When I was a kid, I ruined plenty of books I did when too. Seriously, Carl, I remember tearing pages out of several pathetic memoirs. I purposely choose to certain articles. I can't remember what I... You lived your life for a reason. Fell in vain. Just uttered a siege is following us. We expect to be attacked from the outside. And the real enemies are right here under our noses. Co to? Ona si dělá za mě ta píča srandu.
It rained the day of Carl's funeral. The cheap, a thin fog.
To je kdo, já se chci seznámit, jsem Karl, to Andrzej Rothar, waiting to be drafted, are you volunteer? Yes, sir. Ještě něco má pověst? You discuss war. Yes, why exactly do you want to defend your country or to be a hero? I just want to kill people. And get away with it. War is the best idea ever. Tak ty seš chuj, já se jak porušíš něco, tak ty prostě půjdeš za katr, za jenom toto do vězení prostě. You made it so they won't draft me, but I'll deal with this issue. I have the best weapon and protection that will make sure of it. Worst case scenario, I'll use a live shield. Jenom co nainstalovat zatím kamery. On má i něco u sebe, on má nějakou trubku nebo cosik. To nemá hůl. Nebo má to hůl? On to nenosí, nedrží jak hůl. Nathan. A už aj zpátky, dobré. Trade. Uvidíme, jestli máš prášky na spaní. Jo, má prášky na spaní a jsou docela levné, abych přiznal pravdu. Digon, kolik za to chce? 4,5, vole, taky je jeblý. A tak koupit si zpátky ty kamery. Zde jsou ty prášky. Tak. Antoine, to ono. Pojď se seznámit. It's nice to meet you. Our mutual friend told me you're one of the best printing specialists around. It seems you mixed up some things. I don't think we have mutual friends. Secrecy and other stuff are about. I don't know what you're talking about. Co on četl knížku, chuj! A mám tě, ty bastarde. Ho, Dorka něco chce. Dory. Dora. Co pak? The very sensitive and private issue, Carl. I'm sort of personal issue expert. Jasné. Consider my opinion, my ex wasn't only brave with me. At the rifle factory they called him holy ass. Svata prdel. Mě zajímalo proč. All because he dropped a loaded rifle once, he shot himself in the butt. Co? Pro něho to bylo prostě pro něho to bylo jenom škramnutí, které se zahojilo do týdne. But he battered me almost every day for 6 months. Moreover, měl nějaké problémy v práci, protože teď se bojí střelných zbraní. It's the only way I can defend myself against my ex. My life is in danger, please. I have no idea where to get it. Jako naštěstí tu ještě mám tu bednu s tím, které se nedal tomu borcovi, ale tak. You have no idea what you did for me, you risked your reputation. Tak, díky moc. Já ještě vezmu tyto věci, co jsou v té bedně a dám je do toho, prodám je Nathanovi, ale to tu nemám a se zbavím důkazu, že jsem něco takového tu měl. Tu. Ještě jak je ten chuj je tam. Rád pije vínko. Dobré, prohledej toto. Moment, kdo to tam vešel? Momentík, ty seš kurva kdo? Bruno Noel, ty seš kurva... On ji našel. To je on. No, má aspoň štěstí, že nebyla v tom. It's not good, which makes it an ordinary day. Kurva. No tak Nora zabije svého manžela. No ty kokot. Já jdu raději tu navrch. Já za nic nemůžu. Chudák Dorka. Ej, nesmích profilnout, ne! Hold on. Hold the fuck about. Ještě stihnu profilnout. Profile tenant. Boom. Boom. Dora Noel žije v apartmanu 1, je to žena, žije sama, je to music teacher. Boom. Kurva! No už ne. Fuck me. Jsem to nestihl. Teraz tu můžu nastěhovat Rovena, Leo Kvíček. Leo, pojď sem. Tak. Respect, thank you for taking more tenants. I'm Leo Kvíček. I will be here for a few days attending an important matter. Got life, I'm on a labor lottery and I've come to the award ceremony. I have a difficult dilemma. My sister's house burned down recently. She had her family live close to the front line. I want to move them here. But I have no family. My co-workers are my family. I'm also going to buy new work shoes and a case for my tools. I'm buying gifts for my nieces and nephews. I found a shop where you can buy honey cockroaches and cranberries with sugar. I love cranberries too. Remember, you can buy only 2 packs at a time. 2 packs, then I'll make a few trips. Then there are so many parties loaded down with Koho. Isn't that amazing? Talk about the city. What do you think about the city? I do like it very much. Pipes. No taky to aj tak vypadá, že to je město trubek. I took a tour of the machine tool manufactory today. You could teach us a lot. Do you really believe the pipes in the factory are okay? Sure, it's smoking, so the factory is operational. That means people are working, the country will get rich and life will improve. To si nejsem jistý, kámo, to si nejsem jistý, Leo. Ještě něco, ne, to je vše. On nedělá nic, chuj. This is it's better to be in jail than with my husband. I'm happy and will never forget how you helped me. I asked for my heirloom to be transferred to your name before my account was suspended. You're a good man, Carl. Don't beat your wife. Já už žádnou ženu nemám, ona spáchala sebevraždu. Boha. Tak ten jde do lednice si něco vzít, já si myslím, pokecám s ním. Co chceš? Potřebuji vaše pomoc, Karle, musím jít office tomorrow, there's going to be a award ceremony. I'm simple man, I work at a factory, I never once wear a suit. I bought a 2-piece suit at the funeral shop, but there were no ties. So out of ties, could you help me find a tie? Everyone will be okay, I just can't go shopping. Okay, you know, I know you'll be okay, I'll pay you. Dobré, takže ty potřebuješ kravatku. Do piči, fix! Zdvihni ten telefon, prosím. Tak, pick up the phone. Antoine Gubrit, the trader of Motherland, has been living in your house for an entire week. Although he's our undercover agent in the revolution, you'll be punished for collusion. Your job is to watch and report everything that happens here. If you don't do this, you're either a traitor or asleep at the switch. That's intolerable. Consider yourself fined. Oh, you taking the fucking piss, mate! Tak, co ty chceš? Do you need anything? I need a couple of items for the work I took to complete at home. I'm missing the deadline and can't leave the place even for a few minutes. I'll be grateful if you bring me scissors and paint. Kde to mám do piče zebra? Možná ten Nathan bude mít, ale pochybuju, že já něco budu taky mít. No nic, aspoň se podívám na tu zprávu. Jo, to je toto, ale co je toto? Election. We made a choice for you. Just bring the piece of paper to the election headquarters. Elections suck. This scrap of paper is as valuable as a sheet of used toilet paper. Do roboty a potřeba, aby on vysmal, ale můžu projít tento pokoj, pak mu můžu zapsat a pak ho můžu reportnout. Co to? Proč se oni stěhujou? Reported the bribery of official Try to gain a legal access to the archive paper of Klaus Schimmer issue warning. To je čurák skurvený, já jsem ho měl hned reportnout. Tak. Koupím kravatu, ne tu modrou. Screwdriver, on říká, že screwdriver. Ne, on potřebuje barvu a nůžky. Tak nůžky mám a barva, jestli tu je. Paint. Rádio tu je. Barvu tu nikde nevidím jako. Tak, seznámit se, dobré, jsem Rovena Petráky a found a good apartment close to the plant. I work on a conveyor belt and grow very tired, so I don't have the energy to commute. I hope you like it, me too. Is the fire alarm in that apartment working? They work great, I check the meters constantly, what do you ask? I work at the plant and I like putting mechanisms together. Don't freak out in my start to smell like solder. Curious, so the sky will clear once every twice in a week. It's real cold soon. I hate fall, it gives me migraines. No, because of the migraine. A práci ještě. Working a conveyor belt is an interesting job. What exactly do you do? I assemble the engines for the appliances the state puts in its apartment buildings. You must think that's non-feminine, but there are a lot of women at our plant. Takže ty dáváš dokupy motory pro věci do domovů, čili jako asi pro, já nevím, nějaké zařízení, prostě něco. We host appliance assembly competitions and a woman broke the record in a laundry machines category. Proč já se nedivím, že vy jste vyhrali rekord v kategorii pračka. Proč já se nedivím? Cože jdeš kurva dělat? Ani za piču. Ani piču. Hold on. Hlavně ty kurva. Tak jo, profile tenant. Andrzej, žije na 5. patře, je to muž, žije sám, okupace, nezaměstnaný, boom, to pošla, tak. Co je toto?
You live in the best country in the world, and other countries are jealous of you. Each of our citizens receives all that he or she needs to live a happy and carefree life. Soap, sugar, bread, and certificates of appreciation.
I'm learning what's going on. Justas Markovic, this is the mobile propaganda unit. According to our schedule, we'll be here for 4 days. Enjoy, Carl. Píči, on si dělá se mě srandu. They give us earplugs and a headache syrups. Deaf guys get special treatment. I wish I were deaf. Easy. It's basically a giant moving radio. Tak radio, dobré. Frequency on the panel as well as a few other options. I can't turn it up though. Opovar se to zvýšit. No, that would be negligence to my duty in 4 days. Vysmání. To si děláš ze mě srandu.
Appreciation. Just remember,
No,
our
super.
foes are and prove that the
Dobré,
people
co tu máme? This is Danton. Our team needs your help again. Píčo, co teď? Propaganda near your building. It's hard to miss. Jako když mi to řve v kuse do ucha, tak je to asi těžké minout. Connect the content that Rick is screaming into our people's ears. But we have a plan that will advance our causes. Máme plán, jo, tak mi řekni ten plán, chuju. Jediné, co potřebujeme, je použít technologický zázrak na broadcast. All you have to do is to find a way to change the frequency. 101.9. You're very smart, Carl. Should I even mention that your job will pay well? As soon as we hear the propaganda we need, you'll receive your payment. Co mi jenom zbývá? Stejně nemám nic na práci. The New Tomorrow movement will not forget this.
And the party are one. Our great
Co
leader
zas?
is the mind, honor, and
Wish of order, hello Carl, the famous Jen, Ariel Johnson is coming to town. Even though he's retired, Johnson has agreed to give a series of lectures at the university. We also arranged for him to give a speech to some school kids at the stadium to improve their patriotic spirit. Given Ariel's previous achievements, the state is eager to pay his expenses. It's your duty as a state employee to provide Johnson with everything he needs. Fulfill his every request out of respect for his previous achievements. No buts, Carl. The ministry will reimburse you after Johnson moves out. Execute.
conscience of the state. May he live long and prosper. You live in the best country in the world, and other countries are jealous of
Tak,
you.
to je jeden.
Each of our citizens
Tak.
receives all that he or she needs to live a happy and carefree life. Soap, sugar, bread, and certificates of appreciation.
What will cost you? Tak. Prosím.
Just remember,
Have answered the call and are assisting.
Tak. Zdravím, Marieli. We'll be staying. I'll give several speeches and lectures, and we'll then move on to, educating the rest of the masses. My main task is to inspire loyalty to the state and the ideas of our dear leader. Takže bude rozdávat jakoby propagandu tu národní jakoby. For me, my final speech is to be given at the school kids at the stadium. Feel free to come with your children. Já bohužel děti už nemám, protože každý říká, že mám děti, oni jsou v nebičku. Ježíši Maria. When you drive program from school to the battlefield, it is an program that
The revolution and the arrival of a new tomorrow. Our country's fallen apart and our people are starving. Our motto is your clarion call. Muster all your strength to fight the real enemy.
Co to je za pičovinu?
Of the so-called great leader. Join the
Albert
movement toward
Mencken
a new
can
tomorrow.
speak.
Let the voice of truth be
Dumb.
heard across the land.
35 nezaměstnaný je
Citizens,
tupý.
war is raging, and invaders have surrounded our country. Yet our great leader is doing nothing but searching for traitors in his attempt to climb to power. The state constantly feeds us false propaganda, claiming
kurva,
the
jsem mu dal-
motherland is
no,
in
tak
danger,
můžu to
and the
pak- to
party-controlled
můžu
mass media.
Seznámit se. Ok, takže neumí mluvit. A vlastně on dělá, že je němý, že neumí mluvit, ale přesto mluvit umí.
A call for workers and
Not so
farmers
dumb.
to find spies among their family members. It's time to say no to their ongoing oppression. Hundreds of thousands of laborers have answered the call and are assisting the revolution and the
On bude
arrival
nějaký
of a new
agent,
tomorrow.
určitě.
Our country's great leader. Join the movement toward a new tomorrow. Let the voice of truth be heard across the land. Citizens,
Tak.
war
Ministry of Order, what's going on, Carl? Our mobile propaganda was attacked next to your building. The repairman is gone and is being broadcasted at full volume. Your main task is to maintain order. You have been fined.
is raging, and invaders have surrounded our country.
Proč já mám za to být place? Proč já mám dostat pokutu za to, když on to tam dal a ještě odejde on od toho? You should settle Inga Bingefield, a famous scientist, in a house as soon as possible. Execute.
Yet our great leader is doing nothing but searching for
Ay.
traitors in his attempt to cling to power. The state constantly feeds us false propaganda, claiming the motherland is in danger, and the party-controlled mass media call for workers and farmers to find spies among their family members. It's time to say no to their ongoing
Co je?
oppression. Hundreds of thousands of laborers have answered the call and are
Jo, to je to auto. Já si myslím, že něco se stalo, že někdo umřel nebo něco takého, ne naštěstí. Downtown again, we heard there's a certain Ariel Johnson living in your building. I think he's supposed to lecture at the university, and I've heard he's scheduled to give a speech at the stadium. If I'm not mistaken, this is a cover-up. This man might turn out to be a general specializing in surprising peaceful protests. As Anglov Butcher. 2 years ago, he practically drowned that town in blood. Skrz 600 lidí umřelo v tom městě a pár tisíc zraněných. Aglow has always been a small town, and it's basically ceased to exist after that operation. The main enterprise, the clock factory, closed. Now it's a ghost town. That's not the only case. You're absolutely right. Among the other things, the butcher was in charge of the token operation and was rewarded for this. It was a real bloodbath. 4,000 rookies against a battalion of tanks. 400 těch zelenáčů oproti tůně tanku. First they were deprived of their minds, then their future. They're nothing but meat now. Sorry, it's not easy for me to suppress my emotions. My nephew died there. If I prove he took part in that operation, call me if it's him. Okay. Pičo, kaviár, děláš si ze mě srandu? Ale mám toho dost na něho. Fuck off, já to nemám už, já nemám dost penězí. Gerda to, seznámit se, to, get a backfield, got discuss the card tree. Should love your country in any weather. Our dear leader takes care of us, I write to him every day. Ok, takže ty jsi Pepíča. The only thing I fear is discipline in general. In school, comrade, in the best school of the greatest country. I keep getting huge bills and whatnot. So pay them, Carl, you're responsible for my... Ani piču nevím, kde by zebral ananas. All in great shape, eyes full of fire, ready to fight like, you know, young dogs. A little bit of training and we'll have a squad of bona fide slayers, I mean soldiers. Jo, jasné, ty zmetku. What do you think, comrade, what future awaits us? Awesome, Carl. We are at the breaking point of the war, food will start arriving soon. O tom, jo, možná pro vás, pro bohaté a vole, také ty nadřízené chuje, jako jsi ty, ale pro zbytek nic. For everyone, but those who serve our state honestly get to eat. I have nothing to add. Tak ještě s Ingou se seznámím. I work at the chemical lab. My daughter Gerda, she isn't working officially, but she does help me with the search. Okay. You might have noticed she's different from other girls. A bit? Don't mind this, Carl. A child needs something with all that energy. Tak, I should discuss health. The cough, yeah, that's my bronchitis. Já vlastně můžu profilnout ještě toho generála, ať mám více money. Na jeho pičoviny. Už jdu. Tak, jsem tady. Ministry of Order, Carl, there's code orange alarm in the city. You might have an explosion device in your building. Examine the building and talk with your tenants immediately. Do not mention the current danger. We do not want to spark a panic. Pičo, tak co to? Že to je on. Kde to bylo?
A massive explosion destroyed the whole apartment block. Old beams couldn't hold it, and the roof collapsed, burying every tenant in ruins. The fire erupted and was spread all over the neighborhood by severe winds. Fire killed everyone, state criminals and honest citizens alike. In 2 hours, Krushvice Street was gone. The sad fate of Karl and his family was only briefly mentioned in the newspaper obituary, which read, "Died of natural cause."
Super, kdo má tu bombu do piče? Ale víte co? Až teď jsem si uvědomil, že nemám světlo zapleč, jste mě ani nemohli pořádně vidět. Moment. Mohu vlastně prohledat tyto věci. Aha! Jak to mám odnést? Arieli! Pičo, jak to mám odnést? Pičo. More, běž k tomu, k telefonu, zavolej, že máš bombu. Pičo, potřebuju pomoc. Stay calm, we're standing in the miners, they'll arrive within several hours. And do not evacuate, that will disturb the... you have to examine the device to find out which type of bomb it is. We sent you manual to defuse each type of bomb. Check the mailbox. Oh, vy jste chuj! Oka. Tady. Oka, pokud je to... Jak se v tomhle mám vyznat? A už vím, pokud je tam kolečko, tak je ta pičovina, dobré, pokud je tam z budíku ty pičoviny, tak je to... Toto moment. A já tu mám... Toto až tu mám postavky, dobré, takže chvilinku. Tak, ok, jak mám proskoumat tu bombu? Kde je? What the fuck is it? To nemám tady? Jo, tady. Pičo. Activate the bomb, ale kde mám tu bombu? A tady je! Diffuse. Ne, leave log. Tak, examine. Explosive device, tak to mi je jasné. Of timer, 6 closed circuits and 6 sticks of dynamite. Pičo. Six circuits, jakože tady toto? Nebo z tady tohoto? To je jediné, co mi řeklo. Examine explosive. This bomb consists of a timer, 6 closed circuits and sticks of dynamite. Zkusím teda prvně přistřihnout. Zkusím prvně 53, čili zkusím červený. Pak zelený. Černý, modrý. To bylo to první! Mr. Diffuser. Mr. Diffuser. Tak, mám to. Joker is named our citizen and the property of the state. You've earned a reward. Kolik? In 5 days, an investigator will arrive in your building to pick up your notes and documents. If you commit more than acceptable number of violations, it will be laid off. You will also be arrested for sabotage. Is that clear, Carl? If the number of violations you commit is within the acceptable limit, you will not be laid off. Goodbye, Carl. Takže co mám teraz udělat? Co to do piče? Karlstein, kdo to je? You managed to defuse the bomb, but this goes against our plan. If you don't want that to happen again, do as I say. We do not care for your tenants except for one. Exterminate Inga or next time it will be one of the desert bomb místo jedna. If that will placate what's left of your morals, then okay. He's a chemistry expert in charge of the secret experiments in the Ministry Control is conducting. Now they're creating gas that can switch off the tentorium glands and damage the máte pravdu, je to zbraň, ale není to tak, co si myslíte. Ten plyn udělá z lidí jakoby poslouchatelné věci. Nebudou mít strach, no moral dilemmas. People like that don't know guilt or sympathy, so it will be used against our own. They're going to turn future generations into perfect workers and soldiers. You're a smart man, you'll figure something out. No, tak s tím, že její dcerka už porušila právo a oba mají to, tak já můžu dělat jednoduše toto. Profile tenant. Pro mě tam to bylo, mám docela dost věcí, takže Inga. Pickerfield, je to žena, žije v apartmánu 4, myslím. Apartmán 4, žije s Gardou, okupace, chemist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tak, ještě udělám to samé, ale s její dcerkou. Ukáž, pojď sem. Tak, Gerda, je nezaměstnaná, žije s Ingou, je to žena, žije ve 4, boom a boom, tak. A teraz write report na Ingu, takže v apartmánu 4, kde to je to, já potřebuju currency, kde je ta měna? Měna, 6043, 3. septembra. To je Gerda, ale já jsem chtěl Ingu. To se mi... Well, there's no point in trying to hide it now. We make gas that allows our patients to feel no fear and make the right decisions. Where do I start, Carl? It's complicated. Do you know the primary difference between maniacs, or should I say heroes, and regular people? They don't know fear. Their natural system works differently. The signals enter cerebral cortex in a different way. Or to be more precise, not like yours. I can explain it, you wouldn't understand terminology. We can free regular people from fear too, trust me. Life won't change, but there won't be any more fear. Isn't that paradise on earth? Ona to fakt myslí vážně. Those emotions simply prevent people from working and doing patriotic duty. I had planned to move and was ready to do so, but it will only become possible next summer. Jak ti mám pomoct? Jsi absolutní kurva, ty vole. Ne že štětka, ale mrcha. Sadistická, tupa mrcha. Já nevím, co mám dělat. Jo. According to the methodic manuals, Picard, his methodology rely on technology. And this is being done to peaceful citizen students, their children, Carl. You can make omelette without breaking few eggs, to si říkal se mi zdá. He must die so we can no longer give speeches to school children. Jak koho mám zabít? like your son. Já už nemám syna, on už je mrtvý, proč každý ty pičo říká, že tvůj syn bude otáhan do války? Myslí na své děti, máš snad rodinu, já už nemám nic. Nic. Hádám, že mu mám zavolat zase, ne? Ty vole, můžu zase zavolat ministra o tom plánu, ty vole, mě jebne, já nevím, co mám dělat, vůbec. Vůbec nevím, co mám dělat. Teď. Jestli mám nechat chcípnout nebo ne. I don't know. A tak tady byly nůžky. A než mě hrát, barva by možná byla i tady u mě, ne? Jasně, že to bylo u mě. Jasné, že byla ta barva u mě. Dokonce dvakrát. Oh, boha můj. Boha můj. Já to asi tady ukončím, bo já nevím, co mám dělat. Já se musím pak rozhodnout, co dál. Čili pokud se líbilo, tak like, pokud ne, tak dislike. Pokud se mi, tak odběr dejte, komentujte, pozdílejte to, ale záleží na vás. Mějte se a čau.